All right, take 17. Just kidding. Only done like 12. Good morning. My name's Dominic.
I'm JP.
And today we've got whiteboard WOD number 12 for you. And before you start this workout, please make sure to do the PVC with a purpose warm up. JP, what do we have for question of the day today?
So our question of the day today.
Hold on, you guys. We have another challenge this week. Today's Monday, so we're starting off the week with another challenge. We wrapped up our last one yesterday on Sunday. This week we're giving away a sweatshirt.
Not just any sweatshirt.
So remember, tag us in your story, your posts, anywhere. Show us how the workout's going, and then we'll put your name in a hat. What kind of hat?
My hat. The
hat.
Nice hair.
And we'll pull your name on Sunday, and hopefully you're the lucky winner to win the sweatshirt.
Favorite part of the sweatshirt for me is the little these ducks hunt you part. Let's pose. Thank you. I've been practicing. Actually, haven't. What's your favorite part of the sweatshirt?
It's just how comfortable it is. It's super soft, and I like to just hang out in it. It's got good sleeves, so I can flop around. It's great.
When do you flop around?
Often.
Yeah.
That's actually a very normal thing for me. Sometimes if you notice when I'm coaching in class, I'll have this and I'll just flop it down and then, across the hands. It's good. It's like I'm in a blanket.
Perfect. Thank you, Alicia. Yes, so make sure, share your post stories, tag us in them, and you will be entered to win a Mallard CrossFit super soft sweatshirt. So again, warming up today with the PVC with a purpose. Question of the day.
Oh yeah, question of the day today is, what is your favorite podcast? We got a lot of downtime at home, so having these nice little extended radio sessions is nice to listen to.
What's your favorite podcast?
Obviously Joe Rogan. Obviously. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with the most popular one because bandwagoner.
So if you were to suggest a particular one, somebody's interviewing in his podcast, which one would you recommend someone listen to if they wanted to start it out?
Well, there's a large variety of things if you're interested in, but I guess just for general gym members, partially for motivation and just kind of, nice life advice is always the Jocko Willink episodes.
I do like Jocko Willink.
Yes, because that was also the other debate of what my favorite podcast is between Rogan and Jocko. So let's just go with the Jocko and Rogan podcast together.
There you go. Favorite podcast for me is probably Tim Ferriss' podcast. I don't listen to it a ton. I've gone through phases with it though. I do like a lot of his interviews. I like how he interviews the people he has. If I was to suggest one, probably the Tim Ferriss podcast with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I just thought it was really fascinating. Arnold's life's pretty incredible. He's kind of been amazing at so many different things, and it was just really, really motivating. So yeah, I like that. Tim Ferriss interviewed a lot of cool people. So
I think he's actually interviewed Rogan as well.
Probably.
Yeah.
They probably interviewed each other.
They're all friends.
Yeah. Podcast buddies. All right, so today, please do your warm-up PVC with a purpose. We're going to warm up shoulders, hips, things like that with the PVC pipe, so please do that before we do a workout. What do we have today, JP?
So today the style of workout is going to be an EMOM. It's a little acronym for every minute on the minute. We're going to have 16 rounds of it, just meaning we're going to go for 16 minutes. We're going to be cycling through these 4 stations. On the first minute, so 3, 2, 1, go, you're going to start off with 6 to 10 seated dumbbell press. Let's grab a chair.
I've got a chair for you here. Woo. Is it kind of weird that we all know Alicia's still hanging out behind the whiteboard?
Hi.
All right, so seated dumbbell presses. JP, you're going to demo these for us. What are we looking for?
Okay, so obviously seated. So we're going to try not to rely on the back of the chair too much here. So still try to keep your core engaged as you go. So stay nice and sucked down. You're going to press up and overhead. Do your best to press your head through. It's a little hard for me. I don't have the best shoulder mobility. But what we're really trying not to do here is lean back and press out in front.
Right, nice tight core, chest up, shoulders back. He's keeping the weight over center of gravity. Even though he's sitting down, he's not letting that weight go out to the side or out front or out to the back, because with any higher amount of weight especially, it's going to be very difficult, not a good movement if the weight is not centered overhead. So for these, let's say your kettlebell or your dumbbell is a little too heavy for you to do these strict seated presses like this. Feel free to do some dips and presses, some push presses standing up. But obviously the purpose of a seated press is to not have any leg, I guess, cheating or whatever you want to call it. But again, if your weight is too heavy for you to do these, please feel free to do standing up push presses.
Yep.
So anyways, second minute, you know what, hang on to that. Actually, we can demo these with probably not a dumbbell or a kettlebell, the next movement.
Oh, yes. Or, oh, I see, okay.
Yeah, so we've got half get-ups. So the second minute, you're going to be doing 4 half get-ups. And each side, so you got, he's going to grab his kill clip here to show you. What we want is we want some sort of weight. So a soup can, kill clip, maybe a party aid, a bag of protein, something that's not super heavy. We do not want to be doing these with 35-pound dumbbells, for example. So what you do is hands going to be straight up overhead. This is almost a part of a Turkish get-up, but a little bit different. He's going to be doing a half get-up, so his hands going to be out to the side or out front to help balance, and he's just sitting straight up and down. Look at that. And so he's going to be doing 4 on each side. These are just half get-ups. Woo! Kind of weird how you're staring at me. So, again, lightweight. If that's not comfortable with weight, feel free to just have your hand overhead, but you do want your hand overhead. You do want to keep it balanced well. You don't want off to the side, over back, or out front, because again, that's not gonna be a comfortable movement.
Yep.
Next, we've got, what's our third minute here? I'll demo these. Tell me
Okay,
about
so
how to do
for minute 3, all these weird letters here stand for sumo deadlift high pull. So the sumo deadlift part, normally we deadlift from about shoulder width, but we're gonna get out nice and wide. That's the sumo stance here.
Wait, show this one more time.
So you're gonna start off with a sumo deadlift, and just like any normal deadlift, you wanna come up, hit the full hip extension before you go into the next part of the movement, which is the high pull. So it is an explosive movement, but just make sure that you're extending your hips all the way, and then you'll finish with the high pull, bringing your elbows up, nice high and outside. See a couple here, good. So one thing to really make sure you're doing, you're gonna extend your hips all the way before you start to pull with your arms. It's gonna help you get all the momentum going, so that way you can finish up with your arms, do less of the work there with your biceps.
And of course, you can do these with a dumbbell too, if that's all you have.
You can just put the head up this way. Same thing.
Right, everybody's gonna have a little different preference on their stance. I prefer to go a little wider on my sumos, but everybody's gonna have their own personal comfort level with those. Next minute, we have 45 seconds of hurdle hops. What we're gonna do is grab your PVC pipe. We're not grabbing anything super high. These are just short little hops, and they're gonna be lateral hops side to side. And what it means is for that minute, for 45 seconds of that minute, you'll be doing these hops. You'll have a little bit of a 15-second break there. What we want you to be doing is every minute on the minute, you're starting at the beginning of the minute. So minute 1, you start as soon as the beep timer goes. 6 to 10 seated dumbbell presses. Why we recommend 6 to 10 is it is a heavier weight, and you can do them. You can only do them at a certain speed. It's okay to only do 6 if that takes you 40, 45 seconds to break those down.
Clarifying question, 6 to 10, is that 6 to 10 on each side? Or is it 6 to 10 total?
That's a good question. I wonder if Shauna happens to be in the back of the room and might help us out on that.
Whatever 45 seconds ends up for you.
Ooh, the master has spoken.
Okay.
So I would suggest doing 6 to 10 each arm, if possible. Yep. Second minute. So whatever you're done with those, you're going to rest until the second minute starts. You're going to do 4 on each side of your half get-ups. Wait and rest until the third minute begins. 15 sumo deadlift high pulls. These should be fairly quick. This fourth minute is going to be getting your heart rate up. Again, you're not going to start those 45 seconds of hurdle hops until the fourth minute starts. So since this is a 16-minute EMOM, you'll essentially be doing this 4 rounds.
Correct?
Yep. Anything else? Any suggestions on this?
No.
Gears are
Yeah, it's early.
Don't forget your sweatshirt.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, take us posted. We will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks.
Thank you.